chord runs, chord tunes, which were changed about and then slowed, and then they had the Hollywood musical, and then along comes rock and roll. Right. Now rock and roll was then guitars. Now people say, oh, rock and roll, but people don't know what rock and roll is. So just assume that rock and roll comes out, but it was very good, because rock and roll came out in the 50s and went right through. We had the 60s, the wonderful music of the 60s, part of the 70s, but once they started all this electronic keyboard stuff, what is it they call the gizmos, all this crap, then that's when the good music came to an end, in most older people's opinion. And it's got so bad, it's all gone right up its own fucking arse. That's what's gone wrong with it. And they're not singing anymore, they're wailing. And a sharp intake of breath, and it's awful. But that's the way of it is. Now, the Great American Songbook will never come back. It can't come back, because there's no people right. I mean, you've got Coldplay. What on earth are they about? They're positively boring. They jump about. Big handsome guys. The women think they look good, and therefore they become the best musicians. Compare them to the Beatles. There's no comparison. The Beatles are way 1,000 years ahead of them. These guys are so limited. Don't put this on YouTube for heaven's sake. But they are, in our opinion, most older people's opinions. Today's music is, for want of a better word, is boringly dire. Right, C. F. C. G. C. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. G. C. Oh, maybe F in that number. When the saints G, C. Now here's another run. All of me, but don't stay all of me. I'll give you a best one. Who's sorry now? E, sorry now. A, the heart is aching. D, for breaking. E's from G, the sound is blue. C, is crying. A, D, just like I cried over C, G. C, to the end. E, it's like a friend. A, I try to warn you somehow. D minor. F, you had your way. F minor. C, baby. D, got it. Now here's another one. C, A minor. D minor. G7. C, A minor. D minor. G7. Blue moon. You saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Here's another one. Fish gotta swim, birds gotta fly. I'm gonna love that man till I die, but I can't help loving that man of mine. I put the chord of C in, the chord of G in, the chord of F in. That covers the white notes only in the scale between F and F. Now, for those of you who are musical, you might understand what I'm talking about. If you're not, then you won't have a clue. So that's the way it is, you see. A chord is a first, a third, and a fifth. However, if you count the black notes, a chord is a first, fifth, and eighth. That happens across the board. Now listen. I'm going as sharp as I can without putting it out of tune. That's a slight beat there, so. So the third is slightly sharp. The fifth should be slightly flat, so they tell me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to this. Smooth. Hear it blending? People say to me, "Oh, why don't you use the machine?" I say, well, it's a bit of a dumb question, isn't it? What do you mean? I say, I don't have one. Why would I use a machine when I can do it by the proper way?
Yeah.
Always remember, society today is wired up for something which I don't understand because I'm nearly 60 years of age.
Yeah.
If you believe that, you'll believe anything. We're talking a different language. Where does you come from? Middlesbrough?
It's Middlesbrough, yeah. Yeah, it is, yeah.
So on the way to Scarborough. Not exactly the nicest part of Britain, is it?
It's how much competition you've got and how strong other people's websites are. I mean, they might have gone to a company and they might have paid £2,500 for a website, and they might have also paid money for the search engine optimization. So their website will be classed as right. Yeah, you've got DaveWilsonPianos.com. Okay.
Why would I want to change it?
No, you wouldn't have to change it. You would still keep the same domain name of DaveWilsonPianos.com. Now, how it would work is you would take out another domain name of piano removals in Glasgow.co.uk. We would build you a 2-page generic site, which I mean I thought you'd have been doing really well in regards to positions because you are ranking on that front page of Google. But if you're looking to push it and you're looking to get a lot more business coming through from that specific key phrase...
Yeah, oh, don't bother, no, I'm not, I might be dying soon.
Right, so you wouldn't look to do nothing like that?
I think I've had too many birthdays. So I'm not bothered.
Right, but so you're not going to go get any more business?
No, I'm not bothered, because I don't have to work, you see.
Right. Well,
And how's your love life?
how's my love life? How's yours?
Okay, well thanks for phoning.
No problem.
So I'm now on the Central Belt, am I?
Yes, that's been handed for you.
Oh goody. What's your name?
It's Wade.
Win. Oh, that's right.
Yes.
That's a good name, isn't it? Win.
It is, yeah.
And not lose. That's very good. Win. Oh, why you're winning all the way. That's a
Right. Okay, then you have a good day, Dave.
Thank you. Bye.
Cheers, bye.
That was my website designer trying to get me to spend more money. I don't think I'll bother. Then I finished up as a car salesman. Now that was kind of self-employed in a way, and when you're kind of free as a car salesman, people look and laugh when they talk about car salesmen, oh yeah, con men, all that sort of thing. Just like most people, most run-of-the-mill people think they're smart when they think they'll change their car and they'll have fun getting the best price they can from the car for the part exchange. So they go all around the motor trade and taking, you know, trying to be smart and think that they can laugh at a car salesman who's struggling to make a living. And a good car salesman can do quite well, but it's very hard work. And the skill in being a successful car salesman is not in actual selling the car. It's in buying the part exchange. That's where the skill lies. The allowance on the car that the guy's got. If he's going to buy this new car, you've got to make a deal with this guy that pleases him, you see. And of course there's so much competition that the amount can vary £1,000 between one garage to another. But that's just poor business by the ones that are offering too much money. But that's another story. So in a way I became totally self-employed in that although I was employed, I was working on commission only, see. And then I stopped working when my wife offered me retirement, and I became the house husband, you see. I just had a third child, and he was only 1 year old, and so my daughter and my other, they were 7 and 8, and I became a house husband, and that's how I got into antiques, and then I specialised in pianos. So, and then of course it left me free to do other things, like hunting women. I was a gigolo for a while. Do you know what a gigolo is? You know, there's a song, I'm just a gigolo, everywhere I go the people know the part I'm playing. They pay for every dance, every sweet romance, oh what am I doing? There will come a day when youth has gone away. What will they say about me? And when the end comes, I know I'm just a gigolo, and life goes on without me.